What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, we gotta go over the rumors of Metal Gear Solid getting a full-on remake and coming to the PS5. Also, PC, not going to put that necessarily in the title, but no, I do want to talk about this rumor. I also want to talk about something we heard a while ago that I want to connect to this to kind of add more fuel to the fire, okay? So we're going to be talking about all that right now. Before we get started, though, I really would like to ask you guys, if you're not already subscribed, we're gaining subscribers very, very quickly. I'm super, super grateful for all the support you guys have given me. I love to talk about leaks. I love to talk about rumors, so if you guys like to see those as well, whether they're real or not, red subscribe button right underneath the video. If you guys could click it, would be absolutely awesome. If you find out that you hate me on later down the line, completely cool. You can always unsubscribe, okay? But I do like to make these videos quite often. I think, honestly, a lot of people like to watch these kind of videos, and I'm really happy to. So let's read it. This comes from Push Square, and then, like I said, I want to go over this, and I want to bring in something we've heard a while ago that can maybe help us out, too, in adding even more information. So here's a doozy of a rumor for you. Metal Gear Solid, the PS1 classic, is being remade again, right, because it's already technically been done, and it's coming to PS5 and PC. This is according to YouTube channel Red Gaming Tech, who has been known to provide some accurate leaks in the past, although they specialize in hardware info rather than the actual games, the software. Still, according to their source, a source that apparently has a 100% track record up until this point, this is supposed to be a Metal Gear Solid revival, is a full-on remake, not just some kind of port or remaster. The source also states that Metal Gear Solid 2, 3, and 4 are all being re-released, but it sounds like they're set to be remasters rather than remakes. It's unclear whether they're coming to PS5 as well or whether they're just targeting PC. We don't know how far in development it is, but rumored existence does tie into the reports that we've heard elsewhere. For starters, we know that Sony has been flashing its cash to support or to go to third-party publishers in order to lock down exclusive deals. So here's what I want to say. I believe that. I 100% believe that. I do think that Metal Gear is honestly a perfect. I don't really think it can get, when you think of PlayStation, and even with like Kojima and what's happened over the past couple years, I think when you hear Metal Gear, I mean, that is something like a flash of PlayStation there. So to hear that, again, this is a Konami thing, and we have to kind of put everything together, because while I don't believe Sony is buying Konami, and we've talked about it, right? We've seen a lot of rumors that, people are asking them to potentially buy them. I've gone on record, in fact, I think I said it yesterday, where it's like Konami, they have good franchises, they have good IPs, there's zero reason to buy them. They are already more of a licensing out company. They don't really want to make games anymore as it is. You could, license out the properties, which Sony, rumor has it, already is with Silent Hill. So it basically seems like Sony's already kind of bought Konami in a weird way, right? They said, okay, we will make your Silent Hill game, you keep the name, you'll get some of the profit, but we're going to do it's going to be exclusive. Are you okay? Yes. Now, can we do Metal Gear? Can we do the first Metal Gear? Maybe all of them? Yes or no? Yes. So I think, honestly, that is the way that things are going. So now I believe that. I think that honestly is a 100% slam dunk. It makes a lot of sense. I do want to bring in a thing from, and honestly, I can't even tell you how old this is. I feel like it's not all that old. I feel like this is sometime in the summer. I actually made a video on this, so I'll try and find that video. But there was a rumor that God of War 2, or the next God of War. Now, the thing with Ragnarok is kind of confusing, which I don't know if it necessarily breaks the leaks, but they said the next God of War title, okay, is coming late 2021. Now, to me, I didn't really believe that part at the time, because I thought, okay, well, they made, the last game, God of War 2018, was April. If you're going to do it in 2021, I mean, you're giving yourself, less than, it's only giving yourself around 3.5 years. I expected just a little bit longer. Rumor could be that Ragnarok could actually be like a God of War 1.5 rather than a 2. I do want to have an entire video dedicated to that, but the important thing is this. Along with that rumor, which now I can kind of say is spot on, okay? I mean, can we say that, right? They said the next God of War game is coming late 2021. Again, I don't necessarily remember if they said God of War 2, but God of War Ragnarok 2021. There's no way it's first half of the year. It's got to be second half. So that rumor was spot on, and that was long before this happened. They announced Ragnarok. So check one. Now, the second thing they said is that Sony is bringing back a beloved, remember that? A beloved PS1 franchise, and they're bringing it back for the PS5. And now, connected to that rumor is that it was going to be a launch day title. Now, this doesn't say anywhere on it And this guy, and I didn't watch the actual YouTube video. Maybe he says more. If he does, definitely, let me know. But in terms of this Push Square reporting on it, they didn't say anything additional. I feel like you probably would have said something additional if it was supposed to be a launch game or if he said that. But I mean, are we kind of lining things up now? You know what I mean? Because they said God of War, check. They said a beloved, like a very, very old game. Well, this game is beloved. It's one of the all-time classics, all-time greats. It's extremely old. It's got heavy ties to PlayStation. It would make a lot of people happy, and they're bringing it to the PS5, aren't they? I mean, that's what this rumor just said. So literally everything lines up. And again, with that rumor, we didn't know what it was. People were giving suggestions of what it possibly could be. Funny enough, I don't actually remember seeing all that many like Metal Gear ideas, but it seems like Metal Gear is the game that person was talking about. So I honestly feel like everything's lining up. Now, again, could this be a launch day game? Well, it's difficult because we've heard a lot of talks around the gaming industry that Sony has one last, obviously Microsoft kind of broke the door down, right? They kicked it open. They said, hey, we got Bethesda. But, so this is maybe kind of all smaller in comparison. But rumor has it Sony's got one last thing, the one last thing moment in the conferences. They have one last thing for the PS5. Now, whether that is, and I think most people are saying a PlayStation 5 game, a game that's coming on launch. Now, could that be Ratchet & Clank? Well, it did go missing. Nobody's really talking about it. That was also a launch window game, just like Demon Souls, but now they're not talking about it. So maybe the announcement is, hey, Ratchet & Clank is ready to go day one, or it could be a complete surprise, reveal that we don't know yet. AKA this. I really do think this would be the thing. Now, there are rumors of like a Bloodborne remaster, which we've heard before. I'm going to probably do a video on that tomorrow. The first video of the day will be on Bloodborne. So, could it be Bloodborne? Yeah. Could it be Metal Gear? Yeah. Could it be Ratchet & Clank? I really feel like it's one of the three. And I honestly, but the thing is, Bloodborne and Demon Souls, they're not that close to. I mean, I think they're very closely related. They may not be exactly the same thing, but they're in the same kind of family. Where that would that kind of be weird to have both of them be out, day one with the PS5. I think that rules Bloodborne out. Ratchet & Clank, again, it is pretty darn likely, but at the same time, it could be a January game, it could be a February game. Give us a little bit of a like a stopgap, like a middle point until we get to Horizon, and then there's this game. Again, and I think this game would honestly. I never played this game. I got to be flat out. I know I waited 7 minutes in, but I've never played this game. I played Metal Gear 4. I played Metal Gear 5. I've played, Death Stranding. So I followed Kojima over the last little path, but I know how loved this game is. I know how loved this franchise is, and for darn good reason. I mean, Metal Gear 5, even though it's got some big weaknesses, it's still an absolutely phenomenal game. So this would absolutely be, much like Demon Souls, where it's like, I'm not good at Demon Souls, but I'm getting it anyway just because I like the franchise. It's a PS5 game. For this, it's like I've never played it before. I'm sure it would be done very, very well, and it would be basically a brand new experience to me. I gotta get it. So I think honestly that would be the case for a lot of people. So I'm gonna go off on a limb here and say that the risky, bold prediction is if Sony is holding off on one more PS5 game at launch, this could very well be it. But guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Do you think this is real? Do you think they're making a Metal Gear 1? Do you think it is coming to PS5 on launch? Or do you think some of those things are a little messed up? Let me know. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this YouTube channel, Podcast Now. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. And like I said, I do these videos all the time. We'll talk about Bloodborne very, very soon, and loads of videos on all kinds of different things coming your way, okay? Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.